Yeah, actually, the only people who smile in the subway are the tourists. You
Sure.
know, you can like spot them. Ah, those ones, they're not Parisian. Hi, I'm Sophie Caliber. I grew up in the suburb of Paris and I lived in Paris for the last 12 years.
Hi, my name is Martin Medus. I was born in Paris. I grew up in Ibiza. I went back to Paris when I was 9 until I was 18 years old.
And these are the 10 ways you are traveling wrong in Paris.
Number 1, expecting good service at a bistro.
So don't expect good service at a bistro. You won't have a good service.
They'll take probably 20 minutes to take your order, and then they will bring your order half an hour later, and then it's not going to be your order. And if you're not happy with it, then well, you don't have a choice. That's pretty much it.
They're just kind of miserable and they don't smile.
But also, you don't have to tip them, so I think that's maybe one part here. You never know, because the service is amazing, but it's maybe because they know they want a nice tip. So it could be that.
Maybe it's also a little bit of attitude, like take the.
Yeah, it's French attitude.
Yeah,
it's
maybe
French
it's
way
also
as well.
like French attitude.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you want?
We're used to it.
Yeah, you will get used to it. Maybe you're gonna miss it. Number 2, taking your Uber in Paris. Subway, it's cool. I mean, it's old and smelly, but you have to take the subway if you go in Paris. Also a lot of bus. Now you have a lot of bike. You can bike around. It's a little bit dangerous, and just to walk, because Paris it's not a very big city. It's very compact, so you can technically really walk around. It's not easy to drive around, and you're gonna be just stuck in traffic jam while you could be like in the street.
What about when it's raining, pouring rain and freezing?
When it's raining, but it's always raining.
Yes.
But subway, it's underground.
Yeah.
Kind of Parisian who take car in Paris?
No, I actually don't drive. I have a Vespa, so I drive it everywhere. I drove it here. I would do Uber, but I tried, and service is so bad. I'm sorry, it's just like Uber's there, it's not the same. They're not nice. Every friend that I have, like they hit on them. I was on the phone with my friend from Paris the other day, and she was like, I'm so mad because I get 1-star reviews for my Uber drivers because I don't give out my phone numbers when they hit on me. No, this is crazy. In Paris, it's crazy. Or they're like, can I drop you here? Like it's a mile away from here you go. It's like, because then it's easier for me to make a ride, and don't take Ubers in Paris for that reason. So maybe bike. Number 3, trying to shop on a Sunday. Don't.
Yeah.
You know me, you can't.
Everything is going to be closed because on Sunday things are closed. Wow, everything is closed because it's Christian?
So basically it's the law. If you're in a touristic place and you have a shop, you can open on Sunday, but if you're not in that area, the shop owner has to pay the employee double. So basically you just can't.
Even bakeries are closed on Oh, no, maybe they're open just in the morning.
Until noon, I think.
Yeah, because you need your baguette and your croissant, of course, on Sunday morning.
Yeah.
So they are closing after that. So number 4, taking a selfie with Mona Lisa. I had this experience a few months ago. I was in Paris and I was with my husband and we was trying to see it, and we just spent 2 hours in line, and you have only 10 seconds actually to really like see the Mona Lisa close.
They give you 10 seconds?
Yeah, so you're online like Disneyland, and then they open like a small area, so people rush. You have 10 seconds to enjoy it or just take a selfie, whatever, and then you have to leave. So it's really a weird human experience. It's a selfie room.
Yeah, do you think Da Vinci knew when he painted it that it would end in a selfie room?
He will be horrified.
Can you imagine the line if you put the Mona Lisa in a Supreme shop? It would be a really, really long line.
Actually, maybe it's more conceptual.
Yeah, let's try.
Yeah, maybe it's a better idea.
We'll call the Louvre. Wow. Number 5, thinking you can outdrink a Parisian. Well, this is me. Okay. Here's the thing. Here, wine is like $10, $15 a glass. In Paris, it's amazing wine, and it's gonna be $3. Right? And the bottle is like 10, 12 bucks, and it's great wine, way better than the wine you find here. So yeah, you go there, you have like one, a glass of wine, and then a second one, and 3, and so you happen to drink like 2 bottles of wine on your own with your friends, but each, and you just don't even feel it anymore. So some Americans, they go to Paris like, yeah, we're big drinkers, frat boys, and they'll start to drink a little bit, and after like 3, 4 glasses of wine, they're like, okay, this is a lot, and we're like, we haven't even started yet. I mean, Parisians started to drink at 12, so you go to something called l'apéro. It's something we don't like. It's called happy hour here, but it's not the same.
No.
It should be the same, but it's not the same.
And we cook with alcohol. Crêpes Suzette, crêpes flambées. So we also use wine and alcohol in the food.
Yeah, in the food.
Number 6, taking the line B when you just arrive at the airport. I mean, this is the best way, of course, to go to Paris because it's very cheap and it's very
not the best.
fast.
It's faster.
But it's just a very tough experience because you just arrive, you maybe fly for hours, you're exhausted, and then you take this suburb train, kind of old and dirty, and you arrive in Châtelet-Léal, which is one of the biggest train stations. Okay, so it's in the center of Paris, but it's like underground, and it's just really rough. And also this line is always on strike. For me, I always think when I'm on this line and I see all these tourists with their suitcase, I'm like, oh God, this is the first thing they see of France. I think it's just better to take a taxi, a cab.
You were just saying you don't take an Uber in Paris.
No, but from the outside to Paris. Just one time.
Just one time?
Yeah,
okay, we'll allow it one time. I think you're right. I think if you go to Paris, just make sure in your travel budget include 150 euros to go from the airport to the hotel and the hotel to the airport. It's going to be annoying, but at least you don't have a surprise and you know you have to do that to at least enjoy the first and last time in Paris. Number 7, thinking you're ready to interact with Parisians.
Yeah, I think we are very kind of emotional.
Yeah.
We like to argue. I think it's really something we enjoy. We like to disagree. We like to think, no, this is better, blah blah blah.
Yeah, we love a fight. We love a fight. We're passionate. I have a friend that came to me and she was like, "Oh, do you like my new hair?" And I was like, "No, I don't. I hate it." And she was like, "Oh, okay." And here, if I did that in high school, I think I would have been expelled. My God, did you hear what he said? He said he didn't like the new hair. Are we more real, more honest? It's up to debate. Everything is great for Americans. Oh, this is great. This is amazing. How was this? Amazing. You didn't taste it. Yeah, right. I didn't try it, but it's amazing. I know.
And yeah, Parisian can be very kind of never happy and complaining, and I mean, we shouldn't. But yeah, it's almost like a game.
I hate that game. The grumpy city.
Yeah, but it's in us. Yes. Here we are, like talking about what you shouldn't do and blah blah blah. So,
sure.
Number 8, expecting a smoke-free city. When I go back to Paris, I'm like, that smells smoke everywhere here. I forget how much people smoke.
Yeah, your clothes smell is...
Yeah, if you go to a party or even if you are in a terrace, people are gonna smoke around you. So don't get offended or try to go over it. But yeah, people smoke way much there than.
I say get offended. For me, like when you're at the terrace and like they're smoking like right in your face, I'm like, what are you doing? They're like, well, you're outside. Like, I'm outside. I'm sitting right here. Go somewhere else. To me, it's crazy. Like the air
is
smoke-free usually. Yeah. Like you shouldn't have to live like, you know, with like a lot of people die of like secondhand smoking. Yeah. As many almost. Just don't smoke, kids. Never start.
If you go to a party, it's just you don't have choice. You're like in a fish bowl of smoke.
Of smoke.
Yeah,
yeah. So if you're at a party in an apartment in Paris, you're smoking.
Yeah.
I think you're not, but you're 100% smoking. Number 9, thinking you can be vegan in Paris. You can, but it's really hard. In Paris, basically, you're gonna have to survive on fries, French fries, all day. That's all I eat there. Also, because we talked about the service. It's not like here. Here I can be like, can you make sure it's cooked in olive oil and not butter? And they're like, bro, I don't know, and I don't want to find out. I don't care. You eat what I serve you.
We eat a lot of meat. I kind of realized that recently. I did this French dinner for Christmas, and it was just a lot of meat.
It's a hard subject as well. French people are not open to it at all. They're like, no, you should eat animals. That's how it is. No, like you're wrong. You have to eat animals.
You may
like,
be a little bit, like kind of.
I'm like, I'm vegan. They're like, okay, well, we have a chicken sandwich. I'm like, no, it's not how it works.
Number 10, thinking you need 2 tips. You don't have to.
You don't
That's
have to.
Fantastic.
You can, maybe you should, but you don't have to.
If you're really happy, you can, but it's not really expecting. Also, it doesn't have to be like 15 or 20%. It can be a few bucks, so it's really like whatever you want.
Kind of a rating, which is, I like that, because if you had a great service, oh, they were so nice, and you're gonna leave like €5, and which is, trust me, a lot. If you didn't like it, you're like, hell no, or you just leave 1 cent. So this was really poor service.
It's a little bit offensive to leave 1 cent.
But if someone is really rude, you just like, you know what, I'm gonna leave 1 cent just as a statement, you know?
And also like waiter and waitress are paid for their job, so you don't have to feel bad. I mean, they're actually like really, not well paid, but they are paid.
Actually, now I think about it, maybe you should tip, because if you're American and you go to a cafe and they see you and you don't tip, they're gonna be very disappointed. When you think about it.
Yeah, because they know that here...
If you're a tourist, yeah.
So they may be expecting tip because you're American, but I mean...
But they can do anything about it. They can be like, fun fact, tipping in France is called pourboire, means for drinks.
Drink.
So yeah, so it's for the waiters, usually like they use that after their shift to like go get drinks with their friends.
For the apéro.
Yeah, l'apéro, for the apéro, there we go. Yeah, we said a lot of very, not negative, but like very, we're critics, that's what we do.
That's why we're French.
We said a lot of like bad things about Paris, but it's an amazing city. It's one of the most beautiful cities in the world, if not the most beautiful. People are not so great at interactions, but they have a good heart and they will welcome you. And
you're gonna have great surprise. You're gonna have like great experience.
It's an adventure. For sure.
It's gonna be a mix, and
yeah, have fun.
Yeah, and don't swim in the Seine.
Yeah, don't swim in the Seine.